Good evening, my friends. It's me, Violetta, and my son Leszek will be asking me questions. As an answers, I will see pictures, and I will have to guess what they mean.
Okay. Well, let's start with the prediction you made on March 17th, 2019, so a month ago.
Exactly.
Exactly a month ago. When I asked you about the next location in the United States to have a terrorist attack or white nationalist attack.
It's one of the hardest questions, actually. It's not easy to answer.
It's pretty impossible to answer, but you did. In that you said Denver, Colorado. You also drew a picture of a cross. Mm-hmm. And today, when I was looking at Denver, they have a big cross that's kind of lit up into the side of a hill over there. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. And you said that the angel of protection would be watching over the people and that authorities would have the upper hand in stopping the attack. Can you see the next area or location in the United States that will be particularly affected by such a terrorist or white nationalist attack?
But it's something about Denver came to my mind. Yeah. Security. Angel will be protecting some people or some drama. So maybe on that thing that I have seen, they will be able to stop.
So today, 4 weeks after that prediction, the schools in Denver, in the Denver metropolitan area, were on lockdown as the police and FBI were alerted to an 18-year-old an 18-year-old white woman classified as extremely dangerous and infatuated with the Columbine school shooting was reported to have bought guns and traveling to the Denver area. And this is all like 4 days after the 20th anniversary of the Columbine shooting.
And this is just one of 22 schools in Jefferson County that was placed on lockout. Schools in at least 10 other districts that we know of either were placed on lockout as well, or they had a secure perimeter. Again, the FBI is searching for 18-year-old Sol Pais. The FBI says she traveled here to Colorado last night, made threats to commit some kind of act of violence in the Denver metro area. To be clear, though, we don't know what that threat is exactly at this time, but the FBI does say she is armed and considered to be extremely dangerous. They say she was last spotted in the foothills, but we don't know exactly where and when. We just know it was a little bit earlier today. Now, an alert from the Rocky Mountain Safe Streets Task Force says she's, quote, infatuated with Columbine, but the Jeffco Sheriff's Office, I should say, says they don't know if the specific school is the target of these threats. It is possible we could see that increased security again tomorrow if law enforcement doesn't find Pais today, but the superintendent for Jeffco Schools says that's still to be decided.
And
who will expect women? You know, we are not used to.
She's like 18 years old.
Yeah, that's something. It's unbelievable.
She's still on the loose.
Yeah. You want to hold my hands? Okay.
Yeah. Where is she?
She's hiding in some car behind the trees, so she is observing what's going on and she's listening to her cell phone. She is still in that area, I think, because I see her hiding.
Is she still going ahead with her plan? Because this must have been the plan if she was already dead set on this a month ago, like. My theory is that you can read predictions when people are dead set on doing something.
It's like she's praying for it. And it's still the conspiracy. I said that word before, the conspiracy. But I see her in the front of the big painting, like in the church, and praying.
Praying for what?
For success. She thinks that she will be successful.
They say she's mentally unstable.
Yeah, but I saw her with something on her head, like black
Hood?
scarf.
Scarf.
Black scarf. That's what I see. So I don't know if that's her praying or her mother is praying for her and worry about her, because she must have some parents, and someone informed police.
Mm-hmm.
So we will learn more probably tomorrow.
Somebody that knew she had bought guns.
Yeah. And that she has that plan in her head. So thank you, whoever did that.
Yeah.
The kids were staying in the school for so many hours.
But you said like the angel of protection would be watching over the people, and
security,
they'd be able to stop her in some way. So, which I found totally confusing, because I'm like, how is that a terrorist attack if they're going to be able to stop her? But somehow.
But today, when I came home from grocery, and of course I'm right away putting the TV on, and I was unpacking the grocery, and between movement I heard that there is some shooting. No, not shooting, but the schools are closed in Denver. And I thought, oh, then they said something about Denver. And I did rest of the, and again they were mentioning that the schools are closed. So I thought, I will send you a message, and I did.
Okay, a fire has devastated the Notre Dame Cathedral in France. 50 experts are looking into how the fire started. What caused the Notre Dame Cathedral fire?
First, I want to say how painful it was for me to watch it. We went for our 25th anniversary to Paris with my husband. That was a long time ago. Now it's 39. And it was like a piece of such a beautiful memories is with scarves. And the moment that tower was, not tower, but how you call this? Well, part of the tower was falling down. It was like hurting yourself. I turned off the TV. I couldn't even watch. Okay, so what is the question? Sorry. What was the reason? Okay.
Yeah, what caused the fire at Notre Dame Cathedral?
Someone has problem with Catholic religion.
It was intentional.
I had the feeling that someone is showing with the hoodie and the cross, so that person didn't.
Another person with a hoodie.
Yeah, but this one is a hoodie. She had a scarf, but the person with the hoodie. And it's like pouring something. So I think it was intentional.
You saw something being poured?
It's something. It is, and it's a cross. Big light cross, like glowing cross.
Is it a priest? A monk?
Whoever, but someone had problem with the cross, with the symbol of the religion. And for all Catholics, this is the Saint Week. Even I don't go that often to church. I went last Sunday, and this Saturday we are going to bless the eggs, because it's our tradition. Paint the eggs and then go. It's a little bit pagan, like one priest said, and his role was very short. He lost his job. He was moved somewhere else because he was complaining he didn't want to bless our eggs on Saturday. So he didn't
want to bless the Easter eggs?
He didn't, because he said it's pagan tradition. Okay. And for Polish people, it's a big thing to bring eggs and food to be blessed in the basket.
The next question is about Bitcoin. So the guy who invented Bitcoin is Satoshi Nakamoto. The only problem is Satoshi Nakamoto is an alias, and nobody knows who the actual cryptography genius is. Some people claim to be in the know, like the charming multimillionaire Dan Pena, who at a seminar at his Guthrie Castle in Scotland, he's like super loaded, he said he knows who's behind Bitcoin, and when the person's identity is revealed, Bitcoin is going to zero.
And I know who's behind Bitcoin. And it ain't some fucking Japanese guy in a cave. I know the guy. And when that comes out, you heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Others claim to be Satoshi Nakamoto, like the Australian billionaire Craig Wright. Though, when Craig Wright did claim this without having any supporting evidence, WikiLeaks was quick to point out that Craig was a fraud. And the founder of WikiLeaks is Julian Assange. My first question is, will the identity of Satoshi Nakamoto ever be released to the public?
The person who is under that name is living completely different life. He's like just a shadow. He's just a shadow. He is protecting his identity. He don't want anyone to know who he is. So I don't think we will learn.
Is the genius cryptography expert who founded Bitcoin actually Julian Assange?
He met with that person. They were sitting and talking. It's like on a plane seat, so it looks like they were flying somewhere on the trip.
So there's record of this somewhere that they're...
That's what I see. He knows who that is. Huh?
I got a headache.
We will see. It looks like it's Russia. The symbol of light, like I thought first it's continent, but when you are looking at the countries from the satellite, you see the lights, and it's like a country. You know which country is more lightened than others. Like Canada has less lights than America. When you will be looking from the universe.
Uh-huh.
And it was like symbol of Russia. The lights were pointing to Russia. So
Russia is
behind it. Yeah.
It wasn't until I was editing that it occurred to me. Russian oligarchs somehow make a lot of money and are well known for hiding it in places like Panama, or laundering it through Deutsche Bank and the Bank of Cyprus, not to mention Donald Trump's questionable real estate deals. But where is that money originally coming from? Could it be that the Russian oligarchy is behind Bitcoin? In the next video, I'll ask this question.
And I had the feeling long time ago that they might be.
Okay.
And once, many times, but once, the first time when I was asked about Bitcoin, I had the vision, and the lady who asked me, she knows what and I said this as an ornament on the shelf. Fancy shelf, really nice carve, but it's just plastic ornament on the shelf.
Worthless.
Yeah, something like it's not really that will keep the value.
Okay.
Ornament.
Yeah. Well, I shouldn't say it's worthless. It's worth a lot right now.
But it's going down. It was far more expensive than it's now.
Yeah, but it'll always have a boost before it really takes a dive. Because
that's what you are predicting.
investment brokers have their own money in something, and if they see it taking the dive, then they'll get all their people to start buying into it so that they can sell out on that boost. So Kim Jong-un says he's willing to meet with President Trump for a third summit. Will there be a third summit?
Yeah, they want to see each other again, like walking around each other. Not making show again. They will be doing some dance around each other, like walking around the table, kind of.
Where nothing gets solved.
No, it's more for the show that they pretend to be a good friend, but they are not.
Okay. Pete Buttigieg?
Buddha Judge. Okay.
Buddha Judge.
Buddha Judge.
Okay. Pete Buttigieg, the openly gay presidential candidate, is all over the news. He seems like a good pick for president, though I don't agree with his stance on implementing the draft. Can you do a reading on Pete Buttigieg?
Buddha Judge.
Buttigieg.
That's what I'm kind of learning. He's very educated. It's a pleasure to be around him.
He's a Rhodes Scholar.
Yeah.
That means he got a scholarship to go to Stanford or to Oxford.
But he went to army and he knows 5 languages. So he is extremely bright.
He's funny, and he plays the guitar.
Good looking, and but I don't know.
You wouldn't think that he was gay, though. Like if you look.
No, that's not. Who cares? It's not. But his personality is sweet. I don't see with him that he was in Afghanistan, so he has strength to survive that and being.
Oh, he's got the smarts to be a great leader. The only thing is how would other countries around the world
cut the cards? We'll see him.
Well, how would they?
That will be
deal
the
with him?
Message from the cards. I will show it. So, okay, for him.
Let me move that screen so you can see it.
Oh yeah, thank you. And that's the card that we are cutting with. So it's message from him from the cards. Be prepared for the tough journey. It's not going to be as easy as it is now. So people will be, okay, more vicious. Now 3 cards, please.
1.
They are always stubborn.
2. 3.
Those cards I'm only doing by myself.
So that's what's on his mind right now?
On his mind. And 9 for the future.
1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9.
9. Okay. I don't do exactly the same way as other psychic. I just have my own way of dealing with cards, and they listen to me.
So what's this card about?
This is the card that you cut with.
Yeah.
And this is a message from the cards for him. So he has to be prepared that the journey is not going to be easy.
Okay.
It's a tough journey, and this at the beginning, the sun will be shining on him. He make that decision. He is making that decision, and he feels very happy. But there is a lot of stress for him. It's not going easy. He is stressed out. It's something completely different, but he is still very positive and the sun is shining on him. Okay, what the future is telling us about him. I will pull all the cards that I can see. Okay. I think this is the last card. Big change in his life. One paragraph will close, another will open. Battle, battle, battle. Constant battle. He will go to the top. A lot of excitement. Surprise will come out. He has to be prepared for the dirty laundry that people will be pulling. Even he looks like crystal clean. A lot of fights. There's a struggle, fights. The world will learn about him. He will go to the world. He would like to do a lot of good, and he will make a lot of goodness because he will be helping LBG society.
Yeah, he'll be breaking down a lot of barriers.
And, no one else did that, so he's extremely brave. But eventually he will feel that he is tied up. He is not able, people wouldn't trust him. There will be some trust issue if he is strong enough or not. And in the previous video I said I saw him like running like ostrich. So he's a good runner. He will be running and then he will put his head in the sand. That's what the usually ostrich birds are doing when they have the danger. They feel that hide and check.
Well, the only thing is
not everyone can win.
Well,
but
America needs a good negotiator to be.
And I said
he's probably a great negotiator, but
if he
there's
would be
people
a
that wouldn't.
fiddler, if he would be vice president, my gosh,
there's countries in the world that would not negotiate with him just because.
Before they were not negotiating with women, and look, Madam Thatcher was a great. Oh, I have a question. What Alexander Ocasio, and what's her name? Angela Merkel have in common? Because
Angela Merkel and her.
Yeah. Because Trump
they were both bartenders.
Well, yes, Trump was accusing her of being a bartender, and Angela Merkel was a bartender too. So both ladies they learn how to deal with people in a bar. It's an extremely stressful job, and if someone is a psychologist, that's a great job to be in. So those both ladies learned firsthand how to deal with people. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please send our comments to us, and I would like to wish, in case I don't know if you will be able to come and do the video before Easter, but it's never too bad to say a few times. So I think we will do before Easter another video. The best wishes from us for Easter to everyone. Bye-bye. I would like to invite you to the private reading with me. Please visit www.psychicvioletta.com. Click Book Online, choose the type of reading, choose the length, choose the date and the time, fill out your informations, click the Pay Now button with your credit card or debit card, and you're all done.